Patrick, congratulations on a good day. They said on TV that you tweaked your hamstring. How were you still able to run the 40 with a tweaked hamstring?
Yes, sir. I tweaked it at about the 30-yard line. I felt like I got off pretty good and my start was pretty good, but I tweaked it towards the end and I slowed down. I wasn't able to finish through full speed.
Have you done the 40 in better times than that, obviously, than what was for 4.8?
Yes, sir. That wasn't my best time at all. I'm way faster than that.
We'll go to Jim Hammett with Panther Lair.
Patrick, obviously the NFL Combine is a once in a lifetime opportunity and you can't go to Indianapolis, but how did it feel to have your big showcase day kind of among your teammates in Pittsburgh in the facility that you were playing in the past 5 years?
Yeah, yes, sir. It felt good just being out there when I was able to do what I could do, just being around all my teammates and just being back out there with all of them again, just having a morale with everybody and everything. It was just a great feeling.
We got Will Graves, Associated Press.
Hey, I'm curious, what was your emotions just seeing JT in person and seeing him, ball out like that at the same time, knowing that maybe a little bit, disappointed you didn't get a chance to actually play with him last fall?
Oh, it's always great seeing JT, and I kind of knew he was gonna do that. Me and him been talking. I know how hard he worked. We used to work out every day doing quarantine together, so I expected it. I knew he was gonna come out there and put on the show. That's what JT does.
John McGonigal, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Yeah, Pat, were you training down in Virginia in preparation for this? And second part, the conversations with teams so far has been more, relation to you being a defensive end or an outside linebacker?
Yes, sir. So, yeah, I've been training in Dallas, Texas, the Exos. Yeah, that's where I've been doing all my work at. Looking at me as a 3-4 outside linebacker a lot. So that's why I was kind of disappointed. I wasn't able to go out there and do all the drills I wanted to do. I wanted to really show them how I could move and how I could catch and do stuff, but unfortunately it didn't go as planned. So,
Rich Walsh, KDK.
Patrick, I wanted to ask a couple of the other guys about COVID. Do you guys worry that it affects where you might be drafted and how you're viewed and people coming to see you, or you guys are all comfortable with, how it's different this year?
Yes, sir. It's not really anything you could worry about. It's kind of one of those uncontrollable things. It's not something you could really worry about too much. You just have to trust that everybody knows what they're doing, that's doing what they're doing. So it's just one of those things you can't really worry about it too much.
Alan Saunders, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Yeah, Pat, just when you talk to these teams, what do you feel like is the feedback you're getting from them? And what are they saying that they like about your game? Or maybe what are they saying that they wanted to see from you today?
Yes, sir. They said when I was talking to the teams, it's pretty much us going over the film. And I just do a real good job. I feel like breaking the defense down and just explaining to them and showing the teams I'm really a student of the game. And that's something that they really could tell from the interviews over FaceTime. And that's something that I'm trying to prove to everybody. I'm more than just an athlete. I'm also a student of the game.
Jeff Hathorn, 93.7 The Fan.
Hey, Patrick, how do you feel your skills translate to outside linebacker? And during your times at Pitt, did you ever watch Dupree or Watt and feel like maybe you picked up some things from just watching them?
Yes, sir. I feel like I could do perfectly fine at outside linebacker. At the end of the day, I feel like I play football. I could line up anywhere, and I'll go to work and play ball. That's what I do. I play football. And yes, I watch a lot of T.J. Watt film. T.J. Watt's a great player. I watch his film as much as I can.
And Amanda Phillips
Hi, Patrick. When you were training for today, was there any one thing specifically that you were looking to improve upon, and did you make any improvements to that thing?
Yes, man. So yeah, I was trying to improve on my 40. I really want to show everybody how fast I was, and it really hurt me that I couldn't finish at full speed. I really want to show everybody my speed, and I wanted to show everybody how much I could bend doing the position drills. I wanted to show them my bend. I wanted to show everybody that I could drop in the covers, I could play linebacker, but unfortunately, I couldn't do none of that today.
We'll just do a couple more here. Go ahead, Dan Wolkenstein. Nope, he dropped off. Brian Batko, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Patrick, which teams from the NFL have talked to you the most so far through this process? I know there's still a long way to go, but who have you thorough conversations with for now?
Yes, I talked to a lot of teams. I talked to the Jags a lot. I talked to them a lot. I talked to the Lions. I talked to the sheesh. It's just hard to pick. I talked to the Bengals a lot. I talked to a lot of teams, but those are the top three of those are the three off the top of my head that I talked to a lot, multiple times.
We'll do two more here. We'll go back to Dan. You had a question?
I did. Hey, Patrick. Dan Wilkenstein from the Brawl Network here. I think in the NFL, people are really looking for folks with versatility. I know we play 3-4, 4-3, edge, linebacker. Talk about just your versatility with getting around the edge, but also being able to drop in coverage.
Oh yes, sir. I could get around the edge, pass rush. I mean, that's on my film, and I feel like I could drop in the coverage too. That's not something I really had opportunity to put a lot on film, but that's something I'm very comfortable doing. That's something I trained a lot in the off season. Yes, sir.
We'll give the last one to Alex Fleming, Florida Sun.
Alex Fleming, Florida Sun. How you doing today, young man?
Doing good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Due to recent events and seeing how easily someone's name could be tarnished in the media cycle, what have you and your group done to make sure that you're ready to take the next step in the NFL? And have you spoken to people about the future after the NFL game is over?
Oh yes, sir. I mean, all you could do is work hard. I mean, people are gonna say what they want at the end of the day, but if you work hard, your hard work is gonna always prove them wrong, and the results of hard work is always gonna be something good. Because when you put in that work, it's gonna give it back to you. So that's all you can really do. And yes, I talked to a lot of people about what I could do at the NFL, but right now I'm just trying to get in the NFL. That's my main focus right now. So that's been the main thing on my mind.